Alright YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a very special video for you guys to enjoy. It's going to be 3 game-changing broken mechanics that you guys need to start using in your rank play lobbies. And I guarantee you, this will turn you from a little bronze beast to an absolute demon. This will guarantee you to climb the ranks. Let's get right into it. So, there's 3 movement mechanics, 3 slightly little broken kind of things I want to show you. Let's start off with the first, and in my opinion, my absolute favourite. So it's called, I don't really know what it's called, but let's call it the prone double jump. Nice little short name. So what you want to do is you essentially want to prone. This is your starting position. So again, you can't use this in every single gunfight. You can't exactly walk around the map, prone, and then use it. But what it's going to be for situations where an opponent is chasing you. For example, let's say I was here, right? Let's say here, this guy made me weak. He was going to push me. This guy was coming from the stairs and open. He's pushing me here. I back off and I go here. Majority of the time, if he comes and chows me here, I'm probably dead because I'm weak. He's just going to literally jump around the corner. I may get first shot on, but again, because I'm weak, with the time to kill, he'll absolutely gun me. So instead, you'll probably go prone. But once again, that's quite predictable. So even though I'm prone, because of the headshot multiplier, he'll actually gun me maybe even quicker. If he gets that first headshot on, I'm basically dead. So what you do in this situation is called the prone double jump. And it's a very, very good mechanic. You go prone, and as they come around the corner, again, with sound cues in this game, you'll be able to hear them so quickly, especially in respawn. As they come around the corner, as soon as they approach those stairs, you just get ready by double jumping. And now what that does is, again, on this screen, it doesn't look too impressive. It looks quite basic. But when you go for that double jump, you actually go from a proning position all the way to a jump position within milliseconds. I'm going to show you exactly how this looks in-game and show you exactly when you can use it. This mechanic is best used when you're approaching a gunfight where you know where the enemies are going to be. Right here on the fortress, I knew they were going to push me from the front, so I laid down and used a double jump shot. And right here you can see on Hotel, I'm playing this quite aggressively. I actually jumped around the corner while prone, which made it so harder for my enemy to track where I am. But this is my favourite of the bunch. I have no reason to win that gunfight, but this broken mechanic allowed me to get the kill. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that first little mechanic, and now you're ready for number 2. Once you implement that first one into your game, you should start to see a lot more success in your 50-50 gunfights. But now I'm going to talk about the other approach. Instead of being the one that's kind of waiting for the challenger, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when you are challenging. And I saw a BZ and Celium do this, and once I saw this, it absolutely blew my mind because I realized I've been jumping around corners wrong. I've not been taking the fight to them. So what I normally do, and I feel like a lot of people normally do in situations, is say again, let's say the same case scenario but from the other perspective. Let's say the opponent's standing here, right? I know what he's doing. What I would do most of the time is I would come around this corner and I would jump around the corner like that. But what the problem is, what I find is sometimes as I go around the corner like that, that small slight like millisecond, if they're kind of expecting the gunfight, they could actually win the gunfight more times than not. And I feel like sometimes you're actually leaving it as a 50-50. So what I've realized, the reason why I realized this was because I saw Celium do this to Dashi. There was a place on, I believe it was Mikado or something, where like Dashi was in a building and Celium had no right to win the gunfight. He literally just jumped around the corner slightly and beamed me off the window. And I realized he was actually cammering Dashi. So what I tried to do is to get the practice off, and I've realized what he did. So instead of wide challing all the time, sometimes it's good to wide chow. The times I would say it's good to wide chow is when the opponents aren't expecting it and they're kind of running at you. If you can hear them running, it's good to wide chow because the momentum will bring you forward and it'll be a lot harder for your opponents to get you. But if you know where an enemy is going to be and they're predicting you, instead of wide challenging, just make sure you short chow. So what that means is essentially you want to jump before the wall. You want to get your legs to land just at the edge of the wall, and then you can kind of go for a little bunny hop because again, the bunny hop doesn't really do much, but what it can do is just carry off that slight momentum. So as you go around the corner, you want to just jump here, and then what you realize is on that second bunny jump, you're actually seeing them a millisecond before they see you, and it's just a lot cleaner than when you're going for the wide chow. If you look at this, by the time you get your gun out, I feel like it takes an extra maybe second or something. But when you do this, you can literally go around pre-firing. And it's just a very, very good mechanic. Let me show you how it looks in game. So here are just some examples of some gunfights where I jumped around the corner, just kind of guessing where the enemy's going to be, as you can see in the lorry there. And it just really allows me to have the favor in the gunfight. You can see in all these situations that when I'm jumping around, I'm literally in favor. I'm ready for the gunfight before my opponents even see me. Again, here on Mikado, what a kill right there. Jumping around the corner, and you can just see I'm always ready for the gunfight. Make sure to implement this narrow jump into your game because it always catches your opponents off guard. It's one of the best movements I've started to use. Alright, we've been through 2 tips here. We've showed you 2 game mechanics that are completely broken, and now time for the third and final one. This is snaking. Let's get right into what snaking is and when to use it. So, snaking is essentially, you go to a head glitch like this. This is probably the best head glitch in the game to snake. And what you want to do is, normally, let's say opponent's here, right? and you're in a 50-50 gunfight, you're challenging him head on head, you just, right here, you can, the worst thing you want to do is stand still, because for him, that's a very easy gunfight. If he's got an assault rifle, it's going to be very easy for him to kill you. Maybe better case scenario is to strafe like this, because at least you're making it a bit harder. But an even better scenario, this is the best case scenario, is to snake. What you want to do, the way I snake, is actually two versions of snaking. I'll first show you the crouch one, which, to be honest, I'm not perfect at because I don't really do it, but I believe for the crouch one, you literally just go crouch and you just do this. What you want to do is, as you crouch, you want to move your left analog stick forward, because what that makes you do is it goes running, essentially. So you want to go forward, go right, go forward, go crouch, go right, go forward, go crouch, go right. So I'm going to show you that in fast motion now. So you want to go like this. And what that does is it allows you to see everything without your opponent spotting you. So what you could literally do is you could snake it like this. And for them, on their perspective, it's just like, it's literally like just a big head just moving left to right. Like, it's not doing it. They're just really confused. So you can see a head here. They can shoot you here. And then within 2 seconds, you could be there. So it's very, very hard for them to kill you. So let's just say there's an opponent in the open here. I'm here. I could just do this. I could jump around to the left, or I could just do this. I could go left. I could go left, go right, go right. It's just very difficult for them to kill you. What I personally do in my preference is I like to do the prone one. I just find it a lot easier with my hands. I just find it, I don't know, I just find it a lot easier because I'm more used to it. So instead of crouching and doing this, which is probably just as good, I actually prone. So what I do is I go prone and then I look up. And the reason why I kind of prefer the prone is because I feel like it allows for bigger gaps between the jumps. And what that allows me to do is it allows me to move my head a lot more. So it allows me to only take 3 or 4 of these little snaking while prone to go from the left to the right, if that makes sense. So with the crouch one, I feel like you're constantly going up and down and you can constantly be seen. With the prone one, I feel like it's a lot harder because they can't see you as often. But let's just say there's an enemy here. What I'll do is I'll prone. I'll know he's there. I'll get a bullet off, and as I prone again, I'll come up and I'll just shoot. And then again, once you're weak, you can just go back off. And you can also implement the other trick I taught you. So as you go in here, you can go here, you can double jump, and as you double jump, you just kind of wall bang them, and it's just a very, very broken mechanic. So definitely abuse snaking. Let me show you some clips and show you exactly how to do it. So right here, once again on the desk heavy, and you can just see how it works. I'm literally snaking. This hard point here is probably the best example in the game. This is what everyone does. You just snake these little couches here, and you can just see how it works right here. I'm going to pre-aim. I know exactly where it is. I'm going to snake it, find it so hard to kill me, and right there, just move out the way to make sure I get the kill. Here's another example. We get 2. Now it's time to snake the desk heavy, and just like that, we take him out for the 3-piece. And this is on Mercado. This is my favorite clip so far. We managed to get the victory from this one spot. Look at me snaking this. It's so hard for my opponents to kill me, almost impossible. I'm going left to right. I'm doing the crouch snake, doing the prone snake, and you can just see how hard it is and how much time I'm actually buying for the team. I managed to get one. Another guy comes into my sight. We almost take out the second, and just like that, we get the win. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.